They thought it was an heirloom, a charming little keepsake from a bygone era. They were wrong. It wasn't just old. It was watching, and every morning it changed. They say this story is based on the Riverside incident of 2024. A family moved into a quiet house, seeking peace. What they found was a nightmare, sealed in silver. Inside the dusty, forgotten attic of their new Riverside home, the Reynards found it. Tucked away in a decaying wooden box marked Reynard Family, 1912, was a small, ornate locket. Clara, Marcus, and their 10-year-old daughter Leila gathered around, captivated by the discovery. It felt like they were uncovering a piece of their own history, an heirloom no one even remembered owning. Inside, a faded photograph showed a young woman with hauntingly familiar eyes. As Clara polished the tarnished silver, a faint, almost forgotten lullaby seemed to hum in the still air. Later that day, while sifting through Old Town records online, they found a name to match the face. Eliza Reynard. The record simply stated, missing 1912. The first morning, Layla noticed it. The woman in the photo. Her eyes seemed to have shifted just a fraction. Marcus dismissed it as a trick of the light. But the next day, the change was undeniable. Faint scratch appeared on the locket's chain, a mark that wasn't there before. By the third morning, the background of the photograph had altered. The stoic portrait was now framed by what looked like a dark, dense forest. Each dawn brought new details, new marks. New faces seemed to flicker at the edge of the frame. It was as if someone or something was methodically rewriting the image, telling a story they couldn't comprehend. One afternoon, as Layla held the locket, her reflection in a nearby mirror was momentarily eclipsed by a fleeting shadow that wasn't hers. Driven by a growing dread, Clara plunged into research. She spent nights digging through digitized archives, searching for any mention of Eliza Reynard or the locket. Finally, she found it, a brittle, yellowed newspaper article from over a century ago. The headline read, "Eliza Reynard disappeared by the river." The article detailed the fruitless search, how the young woman had vanished without a trace after a walk along the riverbank. The police never found her body. The only thing they recovered was a single, strange account from a witness who claimed to have seen her reflection in the water long after she was gone. That night, the house grew cold. The attic door, which they had firmly shut, creaked open on its own. From the darkness above, a faint, chilling whisper echoed through the silent home. "Return it." A week after finding the locket, Marcus found Lila standing motionless in the living room, her eyes wide and unfocused. She was holding the locket, her small thumb tracing its edges. He called her name, but she didn't respond. When he gently took the locket from her hand, his blood ran cold. The face inside was no longer Eliza's. It was Lila's. The locket wasn't haunted by a ghost. It was a mirror. It didn't just hold a picture. It kept a piece of whoever looked inside long enough. In a panic, Marcus grabbed the locket and ran from the house, all the way to the river's edge. Without a second thought, he hurled it into the murky depths. As the ripples spread, he saw his family's reflection staring back from the water's surface. But for a terrifying second, there were 4 figures instead of 3. They left Riverside the next day and never looked back. They sold the house, left their history behind, and tried to forget. But some things can't be left behind. Sometimes late at night, when Layla catches her own reflection in the dark screen of her phone, she sees it. Another face, just for a moment, superimposed over hers. The face from the locket. Watching, waiting. If you enjoy stories that linger in the shadows, be sure to subscribe. We have more tales from the edge of reality coming soon. Thank you for watching.